So cell J5, so I'll type that here, J5, that's the probability of Democratic. And now I want the probability of the Twitter, so that is cell I9. And then I want to subtract the cell that got counted twice because it's in both row and column. So that's I5. So I5. And then hit enter, and it will calculate that for you. As soon as you put that equal sign in Excel, it's going to calculate something for you. So that gives us our percentage already. You can decide how many decimals you want by going to the Home tab. And you can just decrease the decimals if you want, make it a whole number if you want. So let's keep it like that. Another way to do it in Excel is you don't have to actually type the cell. You can actually just click on the cells. So I can say equal, and then Excel's ready to calculate something. And I can tell Excel, I want you to take this cell plus this cell minus that cell. And I'll just click on them. So I'll say, take this cell plus, and I'll put a plus sign, that cell plus, minus. Now I want to subtract this cell. And just clicking on the cells, I tell it the same thing. The cell names are uglier because they are coming from a pivot table, so there's a whole bunch of info here. But it gives me that same data. So, but I do want it to show us percentage. So under the home, I'll say percent and decrease or increase the decimal. Oh, I think I'm using the wrong button. Sorry. Yeah, I'm using the wrong button. Decimals are over here. So I can increase the decimal points. So you get the same value. It's doing the same calculation. It's just I can type the cell name or I can click in the cell and tell it. So this right here is the probability that they are Democratic or using Twitter. So I'm going to bold this and highlight this, and I'll take a picture of this. So how I used my joint table to find that joint OR probability, and I'll put that in my Word document as number 5. So that's an example. So you can choose any 2 categories, just choose 2 of which you want to use your OR example for. So you would have to do this if you want all the percentages, you would have to calculate each individually because they can't fit into a table. So you would just like pick the 2 that you want and list them. So we just picked one example of Democratic and using Twitter. All right. So that is the 5 things we need to turn in for this project. So I can submit this as is, send that Word document over. A couple more things I just want to show you so that you know. If I wanted to go back to this table, I can also, because I know sometimes we want the proportion or the decimal to show up in the table, we can change that show value as and just change our number format to a number. So originally we had percentage, the default was percentage. I can change that to number. I can choose how many decimal places and click OK. And then I get a table of proportions. So give me a couple extra points and give me the table of proportions as well. This is proportions. Proportions. Let's see. What did we do here? We did the joint total, so that would be joint. So I could also change these. I could also change these both to be, let's see, formula. No, sorry. Let's see, if I right click, I think I can say format cell, and I want it to be a number. So that gives me the proportions there too. So I'll tell you what, I'll give you 2 more extra credit points for proportions. Or, yeah, let's do that. So take a picture of this one for 2 more points. And we'll copy that into extra. Points, proportions. And if it doesn't fit in your Word document, you can always shrink it up because it's just a picture now. It's not really an Excel sheet anymore. And now it fits, and send that on over through email, or actually Canvas. Oh no, you can submit it, yeah, in Canvas, and that will, this Word document will show me that you made all those tables.